is gonna take some work to get into. I'm not gonna take the air pump. I don't want to, but whoever made that, I don't think they're coming back. It looks like it's been sitting here for a really long time, but at the same time, you know, whoever made it, it's theirs. It should stay theirs. Alright, so now if I keep going, which of course I'm going to, who am I kidding? There is another road that I can see on the map that branches off. It looks like it might be underwater too, but it actually goes to the road that was gated off way back at the beginning of all this. One of the ones I was bitching about I couldn't get through. So if I really just like took real roads that weren't blocked off and ended up on government land, I kind of see that as a problem. But I mean, we'll see. The barbed wire fence is all knocked over right here. Maybe it was where I heard. Another one. I don't know what's inside this one so far. They've all had different shit in them. I can't wait to bust in that first aid kit. Wow, 92.7. You wanna come this time? You guys wanna chill here? Y'all looking pretty lazy. Alright, I'll let you chill. I really wonder on some of these, like these big heavy metal doors are not thin, they're very thick, and I really wonder what the hell bent them up like this. This one actually looks empty. Got a few metal posts. That's it. I wonder how long somebody could come out here and live in one of these, as long as they didn't make much of a change on the outside and nobody would ever notice. This is crazy. But so freaking cool, man. I guess they hung up papers and stuff on there. Got a little clippy right here. Oh my gosh, it still works. Barely, but it does. Boink, boink, boink. God, that's gotta be at least 20 feet tall. Since this one doesn't have as many bushes around it, I wonder if I can actually come back here and stand on the edge of it and get an idea of how wide it gets. Oh my gosh. Yeah, at least 5 feet in the middle at the bottom. Beautiful Bertha. I think that's what I'm gonna name her. She's like a old grumpy lady. This shit is so crazy. And there's a building that you can't really get to the front of it. And all three sides except for the front are surrounded by about 50 feet high of dirt. You think that's trees over there? Like there's trees in front of the dirt, but then there's the dirt. And then on top of the dirt, there is a fence that's about the same size as these, about the same height up. Well, I guess not 50 feet, but maybe 30. With the fence on top of it, about the same height up. And all the way around the top of the dirt that goes all the way around the building. It is so creepy. There's a lot of weird shit out here. But it's also beautiful, and I'm having an amazing time. And just so you can get an idea of how big these things actually are, I'm gonna walk over here to it. It's at least 5 times my height. Oh my God, look at that, how low that plane is flying. So low. Look at that, way up there. Holy crap, he's landing right there. Wow, that is like a quarter mile away probably. A fighter jet just landed. I wonder if I'm not supposed to be here. Really cool though. I mean, I'm getting closer to my way out at this point. I've almost driven down every road that you can see on the map. So now I have to back out or drive through that, and I really don't like driving off of the little trail just because I know I have a Jeep and it makes pollution, but I don't hate the environment. I like to try to not fuck shit up. Take care of it, it takes care of us, right? Woo! Didn't hit nothing. I think I actually hit less than I did on the way in. Near where the entrance to this place was, just on the different side, it was kind of like a bunch of blues. And oh, so I guess that sign was for this area over here. Okay, so I don't think, maybe I wasn't anywhere I wasn't supposed to be. There was no sign on the other side. It did say at one point that, what did it say? I forget. Oh yeah, there was a sign for a pistol range, and I got kind of excited while I was coming back here. But I guess the pistol range isn't public now that I see that sign. So, ooh, more planes. You can see really well from here the creep stuff I was talking about. All right, so you see down here, all these, those are those wood barriers. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all lined up right there. Now up here, across the top right there, right across there, on that top edge, there is the ground, and then it has that wooden barrier up above it. It's on top of it to make it, that so that's just crazy. The other crazy thing right now is that those planes are flying so close to me, I can see the pilots. It's crazy. Alright, well, I have a problem. The gate that I came through when I got back here, and I was like, oh, there's one that's open. It's now padlocked shut. Pretty sure it's the only way in and out of this place. And that's a pretty heavy chain too. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do at this point. I'm gonna figure it out though. I have all my tools with me. Maybe I could just take the gate down. It's only got hinges on it, right? Put it back up behind me. Not mess anything up, not bother anybody. This fucker is welded, the bolts and nuts all have welds on them. So that shit is not coming apart. Next plan. So my first interaction with the police since I started doing this, living in my car, traveling everywhere, I called them. So that place I was definitely was not supposed to be there. I guess there were a lot of signs. I kind of knew it in the back of my head, but I didn't want to stop because I was having fun. And as long as I had plausible deniability, I figured it'd be okay, which I was. So it's U.S. government property. I didn't realize that at first. I thought there was U.S. government property around it, but after I was getting ready to leave, I went through everything, drove down every road and things that weren't roads that there were back there. And then when I went to leave, I went out the way I came in. And the gate that I drove through, remember I was like, oh my God, there's an unlocked gate. I'm so freaking excited. Yeah, that gate was locked. So, gate was locked. At that point I realized, okay, this definitely is government land then. I thought maybe it used to be government land, maybe. Unlikely, but maybe. And it did say gun range. Now I know, the military has a lot of gun ranges, but I figure Key West has a gun range too. Although this isn't really Key West anymore. So I'm like, damn it. Well, I know there's a naval base nearby, so it's probably theirs. So I call NAS Key West's naval base, and they're like, I talked to the girl at the quarterdeck, answers the phone. I'm like, hey, so I fucked up. I think I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be. She starts busting out laughing when she goes to tell her Master Chief. She even apologized to him. She's like, sorry for laughing, but it's really funny. She starts telling him all this shit that I was telling her on the phone because I had her cracking up. Because I wanted this to be a good experience, not, hey, this guy's out here trespassing on government land. So I was trying to make everybody happy. Usually pretty good at that, at least for small amounts of time if I actually care. And in that case, I cared. So after that, probably took him about 30 minutes to, it's been a while since I've seen a whale on land. It probably took him about 30 minutes to get somebody out there. The whole time I was talking to the girl on the quarterdeck phone who was on watch. I'm like, what time you get off watch? She's like, oh, I get off watch at taps. I'm like, oh, cool. What are you doing after that? Like, let's hang out or something. She's like, I have school. Like, what time you get out of school? So I got her phone number, and we're gonna go hang out after 7 when she finishes her class. I forget what class she said it was, but she was great fucking personality. Even if she's hideous, I still want to kiss her just for helping me out. The guy who came out, and he was one of the Navy police. He came out and unlocked the gate for me. He was like, what are you doing? I told him I was trying to find the beach, which I didn't think the beach was back there, but I have been trying to find the beach. That's what I was doing when I saw that place. Just happened to go over there. So little sort of a lie, not really. I got distracted and then I got lost. So distracted, lost, and now we're back on track to find the beach. I hear there's an abandoned one in one of the random keys over here. So that's where I'm heading next.